Ray Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Chiefs coming in at 0-10, going up against the Chargers, who come in at 6-5.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first carry now for Rob Kelly. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll go again with Kelly. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Give left side, Kelly. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week, 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Following the fumble recovery, McDonald under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Looking to throw on second down. McDonald. And this is Simpson with a catch. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Here we go.
From the gun, McDonald. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Back to throw here. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the first down marker anyway, but boy, oh boy, did they blanket him.
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in. Well, he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete.
Yeah, now it brings up 4th down.
Taken in at the 22. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
1st and 10. McDonald. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Let's go.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got some space here. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the 1st down yardage there. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to throw. McDonald looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Simpson. And he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Come on, let's go. Flex round.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
In the red zone this time.
Let's go. 38. Flex round.
On 1st down, McDonald, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And it's 15-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Second down now after the incompletion. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience? And
he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down. McDonald, throw left side, complete. That's Simpson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Play action. McDonald throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
From the gun on third down. McDonald. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Here we go.
Off the bootleg. McDonald. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Let's go.
Now Gordon on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This was boxing. You think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Come on, let's go.
From the gun on third down. McDonald, and it's complete. Henry. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. On first and 10, McDonald buying time to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw on second down. McDonald. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, touchdown number 15 of the year. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Here we go now. Leopard. Set.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's the Chiefs punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A first half update now from Philadelphia. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Let's go. 38.
A final shot before break. McDonald. Over the middle, complete. It's Reynolds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Looking to throw. McDonald throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw. McDonald sets up the screen to Gordon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Come on, let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Here we go!
On 1st down, McDonald. This complete to Henry over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Right. Inside right here. Inside on the right. Down on the right. Let's go!
Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
3 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. A rookie QB Struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there, but, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. 319.
They'll drop the throw. Setting up the screen to Kelly. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
This is taken at the 15. A little juke. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Throwing to start the drive. McDonald looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Simpson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
The Chargers on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And that That one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go.
Throwing again. McDonald. Throw left side complete. That's Simpson. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Running right with Kelly. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. They'll look to throw here. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. 10 more there and another 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Offense readies for a 2nd and 1.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. Here we go now. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Waters. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Fresh set of downs here. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. Fake. McDonald. He's going to rifle one deep left. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And some room to maneuver. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Kansas City touchdown.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Off play action. McDonald. Dancing to his left. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Off the bootleg. McDonald firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
The offense on 3rd down tonight can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, well, we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Broken tackle for Kellen. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
All right, here we go. Watch it now. Here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
All right, here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Ohio! Here we go!
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. Raiders continuing to roll. They have opened their lead even further. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Finding some room at midfield. Throw left side complete. It's Simpson. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time He was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 10 yards still left on second down. To throw again. McDonald. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Trotted, taking it right down Broadway. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. Throwing after the interception. McDonald, he's airing it out for Williams. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Elsewhere, they're into the fourth at FedEx Field. Raiders continuing to roll. They have opened their lead even further. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.